Champions League leg 2 is finally here, guys, and the time has arrived for some teams to go home, some teams to maybe come back, some teams to may even cause an upset or two and maybe show the world that they got something left. They got something magical left in this tournament. Now, some teams, I think, might get mollywopped or, for lack of better words, might get belt to ass. But some teams, I feel like they have a chance. And some teams, I feel like, can come back. But I think that the game that we were starting off with, it won't be one of those games. It won't be one of those games that I think that there will be a comeback. And it's not one of those games where I believe that there's some hope, because I think it will be a shame of me to lie to these fans and tell them that they do have a chance. Because Liverpool, I think it's over for you guys. The train stops here. Guys, you guys are already down 2-0 to PSG. I hate to break it to you guys. It probably should have been like 5. It could have been 6. Honestly, it should have been more. If we're just being real here, it should have been more. So let's count you guys lucky. Now, Isak is back. He's had a couple minutes here and there. PSG have yet to play a game since the Liverpool game. That's literally the only game they have played. So they're coming in fresh. Barcola is back and will be on the bench for them. So I think PSG will be revving to go. And I think PSG should make it easy work of them. And I think that this shouldn't be really a game that we're going to have too much eyes on. Now, I could be wrong. And Liverpool can somehow go out there and make a comeback or something and make something happen. But I'm be real with you, nothing that Liverpool has done this season has given me the confidence that they will do that. So, Arne Slot, I think you would lose this match. And I think that at the end of the season, get ready to get that phone call, buddy. Because it's over for you in Liverpool. So with that being said, Liverpool, I got you guys losing 2-1 to PSG. I think it'll be 1-1. I think it'll be a cagey match, to be fair to Liverpool. I think that they will come out there and, despite the last game, them out, not looking outclassed. I was going to say not looking crazy bad, but I was going to say they look really bad. And I think they'll try to hold on because they're at home, or at least historically speaking, Liverpool have done really well at home. So I think they'll try to hold on and they'll get that 1-1. But then I think PSG, when Liverpool go for it, I think they'll just score 2-1. And I think their legs, their young legs, and the fresh speed that they have will take advantage of Liverpool in the second half. So PSG, I think it's on to the next round for you guys. And I think that you guys will win 2-1 against Liverpool. And I think it'll be both teams to score, goal in each half, McAllister yellow card. And I think that, honestly, if you wanted to, you can take a chance taking -1 PSG. I wouldn't, but you can take a chance. Now we head over to España, or how the Spanish say España. We head over there to eat some paella. Well, not really. We go over there to watch a beautiful game in Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. Now, Barcelona, I was expecting Atletico Madrid to look better than you guys, to be fair. But in that first leg, I didn't expect you guys to lose 2-0. And especially the way you guys lost that 2-0. So I wasn't really expecting that, but now I can say maybe I can blame Kubarsi for what happened, because Barcelona still did have some chances against Atletico Madrid. But I think Atletico Madrid is going to be a tough one for you guys. I think it's going to be very, very difficult for them to get a result out of this. If you guys don't know the history of Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, they clean house when it comes to Atletico Madrid. When they go away at Atletico Madrid, it's basically going to their crib. They go to their own house when they go to Atletico Madrid. You know what they say? Su casa and mi casa? Barcelona took that literally when it came to Atletico Madrid. Barcelona only have lost 4 times. Yes, 4 times to Atletico Madrid in the last 10 years away from home in all competitions. 4 times. So, well, maybe and if you're going to say, hey, your stats are wrong, I looked it over. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. But stat that. So, guys, with that being said, I think Barcelona, I would say I think Barcelona should win this. And I'm really sitting on a fence here. I'm sitting on a fence here because I want to pick Barcelona. But my head thing is like, Atletico Madrid, after that last game, maybe they take care of business. The game before that, they look better than Barcelona. Barcelona looking shaky without Rafinha. But Rashford looked good in that last leg. So right now, my mind's a little confused. But two of the games that Barcelona have lost away from home against Atletico Madrid was in the Champions League. Now, does that mean something? Does that mean that Barcelona don't show up in the Champions League away from home? Does that mean that it's just coincidence? I think Barcelona, I think you guys are going to get up to 2-0. It's going to be a 2-0 for you guys. And I think it's going to go to extra time. It's going to go to extra time. And I think Atletico Madrid is going to get them on the counter. And I think Atletico Madrid will make it 2-1. Well, 2-1, right, for Barcelona. But then it will be 3-2 in aggregate. And Atletico Madrid will qualify. And I think that's what happens. I think Barcelona will be knocked out from the Champions League by Atletico Madrid. Yes, you heard that right. Atletico Madrid will knock out Barcelona in the Champions League. And with my bets of today, it's Yamal to score assist, Alvarez shot on target. There will be extra time. So if you guys have that on your prop bets, take that. There will be extra time. Because I got a tricky feeling. I got a tricky suspicion. And you know when I get those tricky suspicions, it goes well for me. Now we head over to the Emirates, or where some people call it the Coca-Cola factory. Now, boys, I would love to say that Sparta going to go out here and win, right? And I would love to say, hey, it should be easy money for us bettors, right? You put money line Arsenal, they're great at home, but as of late, they've lost their last two games at home. So are they that great at home? Or are they crumbling? Is it wet cookie time for Arsenal? And I don't think it is. Now, I do think it'll be a very boring game. I do think it will be a non-interesting game like it usually is with Arsenal. But I don't think Spartak has enough to go away from home in the Emirates and beat Arsenal. So I think this will be a very, very boring game. And I think this will be a 2-0 victory for Arsenal. I think it'll be 1-0 early on for Arsenal in like the first half from a corner or a Gaia Carrez pen or some way that the goal somehow happens. The ball ricochets from the goalkeeper to the left back, from the left back to the center back, that the striker from the other team heads back and does a scissor kick and then scores in his own net. That's the type of goal that Arsenal will score. All right? So Arsenal, I think, will win 2-0. I think Spartan will go for it in the second half, trying to tie it up and go for it. And I think Arsenal will just hit in the counter and score. So 2-0 Arsenal. I'm not taking no bets. Now heading over to Bayern versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid, honestly, I was coming out here and I was thinking maybe this is one of those teams that can possibly go out here and make a run like they usually do. I'm not one to bet against history. You know what they say, history repeats itself. And usually Real Madrid, their back's against the wall and they cook. They go out there and they look phenomenal. Now, is that the same teams of the past? Is this the team that we go and we look back and we doubt ourselves? Like, why did we think that they couldn't do it? Why did we not believe in them? And they go out there and win it all and they make us look dumb? Or is it one of those teams where we look back and we say, Real Madrid, how did you not win it? And I think this is one of the teams where we're going to say, Real Madrid, this wasn't your year. And this wasn't your year for many of reasons. And we're going to look at it like, how? Well, especially when you name the players on this team. They look very shaky. They looked shaky before that Bayern Munich game when they lost to Mallorca. And they draw to Girona now. That right after that Bayern Munich game, cool. Guys, we got that 2-1. We can still do it. Let's go to Girona, take care of business, win 3-0. Rest up for the last 45 minutes of the second half. Rest up, be ready for Bayern Munich and take care of business like we usually do. That wasn't the team we saw. That wasn't the team we saw. We saw a team that looked like they don't believe in themselves. A team that have lack of faith, a lack of leadership. Something that we've been saying since Cruz has left, that there is no leadership in this team. And that any coach that tries to bring any type of leadership, example, Xabi Alonso, they don't like it. And the president's quick to get rid of them. So now we're in a predicament. Will Real Madrid come back? Or will Bayern Munich look like the dominant team like they looked all of the Champions League? And I'm be real with you. I think Bayern Munich, they will have a tough one But I think Bayern Munich will qualify the next round. I don't think Real Madrid have enough to get past them. And I think Bayern Munich and Real Madrid will draw 2-2. I don't think they'll have enough to get past. I think it'll be a draw. I think Bayern Munich will kind of be a little bit stagnant, like not really trying to go for it until I think Real Madrid score like the first goal, and then Bayern Munich try and turn it on, and I think they'll score 2 goals, and then Real Madrid will probably equalize late on. So Bayern Munich, you guys will go through an aggregate. I think it'll be more convincing than the score line will say. It's one of those two. I think it'll be one of those 2-2 games where like, how the hell did Real Madrid score 2 goals? Or Bayern Munich, how'd you let them score 2 goals? Kind of like how we look at that last game, and I'm like, how the hell did you let them score a goal? I thought Bayern Munich should have walked away with a clean sheet. If not, they should have walked away 3-0, maybe 4-0. But they had 2 errors. They had 2 massive errors that cost them dearly and probably could have cost them the game. Luckily, they didn't. So I think there will leak goals, and I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. And I think Mbappe will score. I think Jude will get booked. And I think Bayern and Real Madrid will both score in each half. So, guys, that is my predictions for the episode. Thank you guys again for enjoying another episode of Talking Ball with JR. And, boys, it's that time. It's that time. The Champions League is going full throttle. There's going to be an episode this week for the NBA. I'm excited. I'm excited. The NBA playoffs are here. The hockey playoffs are here. Baseball's cooking. The freaking football is cooking. Boys, sports are in full effect, baby. I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces. Goodbye. Peace.